Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready? Right to the 3.
Mike 54.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Now Newton on first down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Switch.
Gun. Ready?
From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing again on second and 10. Newton, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at their own 27. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Newton almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And Ingram hauls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 22.
First down, Giants.
A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Here's Jones throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra different. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Aldrich Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Patriots take over at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman.
We own them.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. The former seventh-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the 50, Newton. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Watch a slant, watch a slant.
Again, Newton.
Watch the whip.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw, Newton. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Jones escaping the pressure right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Throwing Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Gun. He's scared. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Here we go.
Newton now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Newton. That's out to his running back, Michel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Newton throwing again. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A big play there for New England. 46 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Hey, watch this. Check Mike 54.
The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now Edelman. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Mike's 5-4. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Newton on first down. Going deep here for Edelman. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Edelman there.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton completes it to Lee. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Giants 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists.
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 77 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Alert 3, alert 3. Gun.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Jones from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground is Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. A give to Burkhead on first down. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Again, it's Michel. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And Newton's going to keep it.
Cam Newton is one of the most athletic, most unique quarterbacks we've ever seen. And his athleticism doesn't just show up when he's flipping over guys. It shows up even on plays as simple as quarterback sneaks.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he whips that one incomplete there. Marquise Lee, the intended target. 3rd down here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
22 yards there, a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Newton's going to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Newton. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Michel. John Simon in on the stop. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's Newton, and he'll get that to Michel, complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Newton. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 8-yard line.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Patriots, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile,